way, why would you leave Jaden Daniels?
You got to protect the kid too. That's another guy. I mean,
Well, it brings up a great question.
we get a whack.
Elmer Fudd clever? Don't make me laugh. The fact is, Elmer Fudd is the dumbest hunter I have ever had the pleasure to encounter.
Okay, Wabbit, we'll see whose IQ is PU.
Marriage is what brings us
together today.
Welcome to Blow the Whistle, and we will talk about shapes and colors tonight.
Tell you what, we'll just talk about shapes and colors now.
I think that is a good discussion to have right here.
Shapes and colors?
No.
Another thing we learned at school is how to count. Can you help me count these cars?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job.
Blow the Whistle, your greatest little internet radio show everywhere you go. Always live on sportssoundchicago.com.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Blow the Whistle here on sportssoundchicago.com. And yeah, we're no longer in those comfy corporate office chairs and desks. Right? We've escaped that lifestyle. Now we're living it up large, ladies and gentlemen, here on Blow the Whistle. Finally.
Tip up lifestyle. That's how that song goes.
I got to tell you,
I know that reference.
My back feels so amazing right now. I feel so much better.
Great.
This is so good.
So much different already.
Feet up and relax.
I know. The only thing that's different is, we got to make sure, like a Zoom call, we got to make sure we're, dressed for the bottoms now.
Yeah, exactly. We can, no more board shorts, just halfway up the legs.
My nice white glistening legs.
There you go. Hey, but those are selling points, obviously.
Nice.
Yes, welcome everybody here to Blow the Whistle. I am Andrew.
No feet pics, though.
Yeah, no feet. Yes.
Paywall for that.
Yeah, exactly. That's David. That's
Double D's forte.
That's Blow the Whistle plus right there for you. I am Andrew Pepe Valentin. I'm here with
no gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
Adam Slim Schneider Schneider.
Yeah, the glitch is off to the side right now, working things. Yeah. So, doing a wonderful job too, I must say, sir.
You can say hi.
Yeah, exactly. By all means. First time running this, folks. So,
you know what? I'll just be the voice,
the ambiguous voice in the background.
Okay. Yeah,
that's fine.
I'll show you a commercial.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. No David Dykstra. He had some business to attend to, but we're still here. Just trying to make sure everything was good and set up here for our show. We got a lot to talk about, obviously, the NFL draft. We're a week out, folks, a week out from Thursday.
That was quick.
So we have, obviously, last time we talked about quarterbacks. Today, I think we'll get into more of the edge rusher linebackers, if you will. And then we're going to get into some NBA playoffs, plus a certain coach no longer with his team, so we'll talk about that as well. Talk some baseball as well, kind of get some follow-up on what's going on in the baseball world as we're still in the early parts of the season, but there's been some noise here and there for some teams and trying to see exactly where everyone's at. And from there, of course, we'll do our regular going off the rails. Yeah. So without further ado, gentlemen, you ready to get into this?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. So the first thing that we're talking about here, ladies and gents, is, yes, the NFL draft again is right around the corner. Last time we talked about quarterbacks, kind of giving the details of exactly what was going down with every quarterback, where we kind of saw them going to. We didn't get to every quarterback, of course, but we got to the majority of the main ones that we kind of see coming through. This one, like I said, I'm looking at the edge rushers and the linebackers kind of as a combination, because more or less a lot of these guys kind of play the same positions. I know not everybody, but a lot of them are kind of grouped up in the same positions for some of them. So I thought it would be good to kind of just talk about them as a whole, because they are doing a lot of the same things and a lot of patterns. So I know David kind of started from the bottom. I think it was with the quarterbacks more than anything. Nick, do you have that? Did you find anything by the chance too for edge rushers, linebackers, like you had last time for quarterbacks?
Not really.
Okay.
Something kind of similar. They kind of just have they all the analysts kind of came together, and they have best finisher. They have for
for offensive tackles, they have Caden Proctor at Alabama.
Okay.
They have for one for but as it
So
kinda
like
looks
labels for the
best-
players.
best speed to power. They're thinking like Derek Moore. I kind of
Okay.
has it kind of positioned off in that way, like different fastest closing speed to QB. They have Malachi Lawrence.
Okay.
Are you
all
talking
right.
about cornerbacks or you said offensive tackles?
This is supposed to be defensive guys.
Okay.
This one again, most explosive pass rusher, Arvel Reese.
Yeah.
Arvel.
Because you said Caden Proctor and he's an offensive
Yeah, no, I
tackle.
said-
So
yeah, I
Yeah,
said
I get,
first
but
one.
I get what you're saying. So
They were structuring him often, but now I'm in, like I said, now I'm in the defensive side.
got you. Okay. Yeah. Look. So right off the bat, obviously the top defensive player that's right now being projected in the draft is Arvel Reese, which I mean, if Drew was here, he'd probably be talking him up like crazy because he's an Ohio State Buckeye fan, obviously. And by and large, I would say that Arvel Reese became an X factor for the Ohio State Buckeyes. He is, by many people's account, one of those prototypical NFL linebackers, edge rushers that you look for, right? He is 6'4", 245, can play the run, can pass rush. The only thing that he kind of gets knocked on is he's not a good pass protector. He's not a very good, zone guy. So that's something that he's going to need to work on. But I don't think you're asking this guy to cover too many people because of his ability. But overall, I mean, for where he projects right now is the number 2 overall pick, at least if anything in the top 5.
I maybe should have asked you before we got we only talked about one person in Arvel so far, but
Yeah.
And hell, I should probably even ask you the last time when we talked QBs, who is, in your opinion, the most NFL ready on the defensive side?
Well, I'll say this for quarterbacks if I can say
Okay,
so.
yeah, we can go that
Just to
far.
kind of turn back the clock on that, I do think of the quarterbacks, it is Fernando Mendoza right now, I should say, that looks like he has the most NFL ready to his body of work. That's talking about talent, and as far as his ability to read a defense and all that, footwork, mechanics, all of that reads out too. The second one I will say, just because I think that's like the obvious, could be Cade Klubnik.
Okay.
Or Klubnik, excuse me. Like his body of work. I think there's just a little something missing, and that just comes with, I think, coaching more than anything. Just for quarterbacks. In this class, as far as the best edge rusher you're saying specifically, or just
If you'd
edge
like to
rusher,
go that route,
linebacker?
yeah. However you wanna break it
I'll
down.
separate the two. I'll separate the two just for the sake of, like, edge rusher we'll say is like Arvo Reese and those guys. Linebacker, Sonny Styles. To me, Sonny Styles is right now the best NFL ready linebacker I see. Doesn't mean that again, it's your preference, doesn't mean other guys aren't. But as far as what I see thus far on tape, and that's the thing, like, I don't care about the combine stuff. Combine stuff, it's measurables that we've seen 1,000 times before with guys. And oh my God, he jumps this high and runs this fast, and doesn't mean anything to me. What does he do on tape? Sonny Styles has safety ability in a linebacker's body, and that's what you're looking for now in the NFL. And to find somebody that unique, at that big and speed, I think is obviously why he's being talked about as a top 10 pick. As far as edge rushers go, it's a tough one because it's a tie for me, with Ruben Bain being more of the 4-3 edge rusher that you look for as a guy that can work as a 3-down lineman. And then there's David Bailey, who's, you're like, stand up in a 3-4 defense, right? He's coming off the edge. It's his whole thing is just get the quarterback, right? And that's the problem, though, is that with one guy, I think you're getting a bit more of a complete package with Ruben Bain. With David Bailey, you're getting a guy who I think can just make his life sacking the quarterback. Like we've seen with, like, Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett can make his whole life doing that. But the difference is Myles Garrett can play the run too. He does everything. David Bailey's problem is that his run stopping is not, it's the one thing that he's lacking that he could definitely need to help his, like, prove his case as a top 2 pick.
It looks like I got on the things that we have here, most physical D line, Ruben Bain Jr., best hand usage, him as well.
Mhm.
David Bailey, they give him best pass rush moves, best
Absolutely.
best spin move. And then on your Sonny Styles point that you were making, a little hard, not as many, but he has fastest closing speed to ball carrier. He ran a 4.4640
100%.
at the combine, so that definitely helps him right there.
I'll say this also, it's not just David Bailey. You also got Jacob Rodriguez too from that Texas Tech defense overall.
That's the guy that I would say is the hidden gem as like that number. Like if you're saying here's one, Jacob Rodriguez ranks as my number 2. Now, and that's in a crowded linebacker draft as well, because you can make the argument on CJ Allen for Georgia. That guy is very instinctively talented at following the ball. You could say the same thing for Arvell Reese, but again, he's more of an outside linebacker. He's maybe not going to be an off-ball linebacker, which is my worry, is that they're going to try and shove him in a position that is not going to work for him. Just set him at the edge, make him be the off, and on the line linebacker, let him go get the quarterback, stop the run. Don't ask him to go into pass coverage too much. It's not his forte. But and it's not to say that again Reese is not a talent. It's just of these guys, he has that body of work where he doesn't necessarily have to make that his living, because I think he can do it all and maybe eventually develop into a all-around type of guy. But you're not asking him to be Fred Warner or anything like that, or Bobby Wagner.
Also, another thing is kind of going back to the Fernando Mendoza point of him just being just an overall athlete. You don't necessarily, and I know this is kind of going back a few subjects ago, but if you're looking at Fernando Mendoza overall, you're looking more at his football IQ as well as the way he throws when it comes to seeing those open receivers. He can read a defense. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Tom Brady, the way he thinks. I'm not saying, he's exactly him, but with the way he thinks more or less, he has that potential.
Right. No, and that needs to be noted. Like, as much as we hear these, I hear Todd McShay be like, oh, he's got a lot of Brady in him. And I heard Cowherd try to compare him to Peyton Manning, I think, to some degree. Like, there's qualities about them that read to the same effect that those guys do. But you can't jump the gun and say, well, because he's such a nice guy and he's such a nonchalant, matter-of-fact kind of person, you can't automatically go to he's going to be Tom Brady.
As Double D says, it's like he's a robot.
He is. He's very mechanical, and that could be damning for him in his career. But I mean, as far as the edge rushers go, I mean, it is very top heavy with a lot of these guys, certainly on the cuff of what they do. There are some other key guys that can fall in here. Like, you have TJ Parker, who can be in there as well, from Clemson, who I think has top 10 potential. Cassius Howell, who I think is a bit of he's a conundrum because he's kind of smaller, but I'm not like there's tons of guys that I see could be flexing in and out. There's just one guy that I'm a little uncertain on, personally myself. And
who's that?
Keldrick Falk from Auburn. I mean, we were talking a little bit offhand and on the classroom and everything, and I was telling Josh, I'm like, I like him because he's such a likable dude. Like, he says all the right things. His teammates liked him. His coaches liked him. He's a leader in the locker room, but his production was so down this year. Now, Auburn was not great this year, but it gives me Shamar Stewart feel.
Okay.
And that's what worries me when you have down production like that. I worry that, okay, well, then does that mean you're going to have a hard time translating to the NFL? Like, maybe it's going to take him time. Sure. Could take Shamar Stewart time, but I don't know. You were touting him as like a guy that would start right away, potentially. And then this happens. So if I'm anybody picking in that 12 to 20 range, I'd be cautious to take him.
So that kind of, another question I was probably going to ask you along those lines of, is there anyone going in mock drafts consistently at a certain spot or a certain range of spots that you're just like, I understand, but personally I don't agree? Is there anyone that's like really? Now, I don't want to sit here and like say, all right, guess the big loser of the draft already.
Yeah.
Guess the big bust already. But
right.
who at least do you believe is definitely getting looked at way too favorably to where their actual output could be as opposed to where their predicted output?
So let me ask this before: is this just like the draft as a whole, or are you saying just for this position in general?
Again, just if you want to go, just any.
Because I don't mind going like just in general. I know we started off with edges. We could just go basic for the draft. Honestly, people, I want to get it again from people. It's running back. It's Jeremiah Love with this whole, and I get it. Like, You see his talents from what he did at Notre Dame. It's the yards per carry on less than 300 rushes, I think he had on the year or something like that. Like, his numbers translate incredibly, especially for what the NFL is looking for now in running backs. He can catch, he can run, he can block.
He had 200 carries.
Maybe something like he had a crazy amount of yards for the number of carries he had. Adam, do you have it?
Oh,
okay.
But I do have an interesting one. This
Okay.
might be a bit of a hot take, but Arvell Reese. I know he's top 3 pick, but it's more or less he's going to the Jets, and I know the reputation that the Jets have, and they're not exactly great for the last since 2015.
They have not been great.
And the thing
since
is,
68.
I mean, that's true. When Joe Namath was like, "I'll guarantee you a Super Bowl win."
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. But kind of other than that is that the fact that they did not get a single interception last year already throws up red flags.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And in terms of development, yes, Aaron Glenn is a fantastic defensive coordinator, but as a head coach, we've kind of seen like a sneak peek of just last season why he, personally, maybe it's a little too early to jump the gun here, but maybe he could be a little incapable of controlling everything as a head coach, as opposed to just working on one side of the ball more than others.
Yeah, no,
so
100%.
And the development there for Arvell Reese is very critical, especially when he's such a young talent like he is. So
does he get the first interception since 2024 for them?
Honestly, that would not shock me, because at this point, like, they don't have, but Adam, you bring up a good point. Like, with Aaron, honestly, I think Aaron Glenn's already on the hot seat as it is. Like, his job could be on the line, specifically because of the fact that Woody Johnson's as an owner, he is becoming very impatient. So I think that, for the sake of that's a good point. Like, Arvell Reese at 2, it could be like, okay, that makes sense, but like, is that really what you need? Is that going to really change things?
I mean, to get back to Jeremiah Love, too, people are already putting him as like the second best player in this draft.
I don't argue against that.
I think it could be it's tough because we just saw Ashton Genty go sixth to the Raiders, and he did nothing for them.
Right.
But it's also it's the fact of like, okay, well, you can't just magically have Ashton Genty isn't in this draft.
Right.
They can't just, like, the Raiders can't, go back in time. They need to draft him when they have to.
Right.
So I think it's kind of that, almost that debate for the Titans of, do we go for a guy of need, or do we go for the most talented guy, and then maybe next year, or throughout the free agency next year, build something that Jeremiah Love can have a decent little, foundation for him.
No, absolutely. I mean, and that's not a bad idea to pair him up with a young quarterback.
The cart before the horse,
right? Of course,
but that horse ain't gonna be there next year.
No, exactly. you don't know if you will find another guy like Jeremiah Love for who knows how long. And I mean, there's going to be good running backs next year, but as talented as him, as big as he is, as physical as he is, this is the whole, you're kind of playing the odds, right? It's either he's going to be the player you hope he is, the Adrian Peterson type of guy, or he could be Darren McFadden. Like, that's how I have him. It's either Darren McFadden at his worst. Matt Forte is what I gave him as his like best at his comp that can do everything. He's Bijan Robinson right now. But and this is where I stick with kind of what I said on X-Bomb Sports. Check us out every Friday.
Do it.
1 p.m. Central Time. I said, if you're Minnesota, you have all the pieces really there offensively and defensively, but the quarterback thing is obviously a mess. J.J. McCarthy's worked at his best when he's had a run game at Michigan. Kyler Murray's been at his best. They made the playoffs when they had James Conner running and rolling over everybody. So trading the 18th pick, next year's first, and Jordan Addison, I think, would maybe be enough to get the 4th overall pick. You get your running back to solve your run game, because Aaron Jones isn't doing anything for you, nor is Anthony Mason.
34th going on 35-year-old Aaron Jones ain't going to do it for you.
Titans get their number 1 wide receiver. They get future draft capital for this year and next year that they now can use to build a very talented team. I like that move. So, if anything, I think Jeremiah Love should go to 18 with Minnesota, but he's not going to fall out of the top 10. Because, like you said, he's projected the number 2 player in this draft.
At least by a couple people.
Yeah.
Depending on who you ask.
And I don't argue against that. But again, that's not the piece that you go, oh, that's going to win us a championship. No. That's the piece you get when you go, we have the quarterback, we've got the lineman, we've got the edge rusher, we've got the corners, we got the receivers. What do we need? Yeah. Running back. Oh, okay. Well, let's get like, if I'm Washington at 7, I consider it. because that team is pretty solid. But again, you have other needs you need to address. So it's not the most contingent thing to lock down on. So obviously, that's going to do it for the draft talk, folks. Again, let us know, though. What do you think? Edge rusher wise, who do you think the best guy is? Linebacker wise, who do you think the best guy is?
Illinois Media School. We've been an institution in the Chicagoland area now for 30 years. Because the broadcasting world is always changing, so are we. Not only are we teaching radio and television production, but now you can learn all aspects of the media industry, like web design. You can even specialize in TV or film, sports broadcasting, and even sales. No matter where you are in the Chicagoland area, we have a campus near you. The Illinois Media School. Be on TV, be on radio, beonair.com.
Joe's Hot Dogs has been around since 1953, but I promise it's not old news. You don't have to like hot dogs to like Joe's on Plainfield Road in Joliet. Italian beef, hot dogs, shakes, and sides. My family's had a relationship with Joe's Hot Dogs for 3 generations. Golden fries with a tad bit of salt and the perfect amount of crunch come in a bag as big as your hand. And that's just small. For more on the menu, visit joeshotdogsjoliet.com, bringing that classic Chicago flavor to the suburbs. That's Joe's Hot Dogs across from CVS on Plainfield Road in Joliet.
Take that exit and get to the Southern Cafe, home of the Nasty Biscuit on Roselle Road in Roselle. Get over there and try the chicken fried chicken biscuit made with the Southern Cafe's house-made drop biscuit with buttermilk chicken fried chicken smothered in country gravy, topped with shredded cheddar and crumbled hickory smoked bacon. I always say that when you go to the Southern Cafe, you come out with 2 meals with the heaping amounts of food they serve you in every meal. I love to go to a place with outdoor seating. The Southern Cafe has a great outdoor seating area to help social distance, and I get to enjoy my breakfast outdoors. Open 6:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. to give you plenty of time to grab an amazing breakfast or lunch. Now get your butt over to the Southern Cafe on Roselle Road.
Alert! Alert! Be gone, maxed out credit cards, overdue loans, suffocating interest rates, and relentless collection agencies. If your credit rating is making you and others around you cringe, there's only one thing to do, and that's to turn to the professionals at Creative Credit Solutions. Even if your credit is less than perfect, we'll help you get back on track. You can do it, and we can help. Call today or visit creativecreditsolutions.net for your free credit check report.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Oh, howdy, folks. Clem, the old prospector here to tell you how you can strike it rich. You don't even need to pick up a shovel.
Hey, boss, he ain't working.
All you need is a giant food store bonus card to start saving big with big discounts every day.
That's what I'm talking about.
So come on in here to Giant today and get your bonus card. And don't forget to tell them Clem sent you. Yeah! Oh.
And welcome back, everybody, here to Blow the Whistle here on SportsTownChicago.com. I'm Andrew Valentin. I'm here with Nick Johnston and Adam Schneider as we just discussed the NFL with edge rushers and the NFL draft as a whole. Now we move, ladies and gentlemen, into the NBA because, man, it is playoff time, folks. Finally, we are here.
Yes.
The season has unfortunately ended for the Bulls, but that's, who cares at this point? They got their own problems they got to figure out. But yes, playoffs are officially here. The bracket is set. And already, we can't forget, Tuesday, we've already got some games.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. Tuesday. We've got the play-in tournament starting it off. And boy, I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised at the teams that made the play. I completely forgot who was in the play-in tournament until I just checked.
You were to tell me that the Hornets were to be hosting this. hosting a playoff game, I'd be like,
Yes.
no way.
No,
Get
not against Miami. I would have thought it's the other way around. I mean,
And just as surprising as the Western Conference matchup too, that they have Blazers and Suns on that. Yeah, that's
I did not see that one coming out either. Like I mean, the
Thiago
Suns.
Splitter as the head coach after all the betting scandal that was going on.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
Brother.
Absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're here, folks. I mean, and let's
Dude, Buddy's a meme. He's just gonna be able to head coach the.
Was he like
Trailblazers.
6'11", 7 feet tall, something like that? He's the tallest coach.
Blocked up by. Yeah, that's pretty intimidating too.
I mean, it does add an element.
You're gonna tell Thiago Splitter again, you're 6'3" guard, and then you're looking up at your head coach.
That's
For the most part, it's mostly the other way around, unless it's like Phil Jackson.
I was gonna say like, what is it? LaMelo Ball, or like you got those guys who are like 6'8", 6'7", right? And you're looking up at your coach, and all of a sudden it's just like, I mean, no,
Like, of course, I'm gonna run laps.
yeah,
of course.
you can block my shot still, like of course.
What are they putting these people's food to get to like 7'5"?
I mean, dude, and he's from Brazil too, or it's like they usually don't grow like that, but every once in a while you get a few.
So Heat Hornets tomorrow,
Yeah.
Blazers Suns tomorrow. On Wednesday, Magic and 76ers. Again, did not think the 76ers would be a play seed. And then the Warriors and Clippers, who, I mean, honestly, for the Warriors,
That's
they're
like
just on the
a
last legs, man.
That's the thing, is like that felt like such a like complimentary piece to give to them. It's like, all right, you can make the playoffs, or have your attempt to make the playoffs at this point. And I like to look at these matchups, like there is excitement, I think, in each one of these. It's just you have to kind of dig for them. Like as far as a matchup goes, like Miami, Charlotte feels like, I think, a legitimate game that you can actually have some fun with. Like actually you could watch it, you can maybe put some bets on it and actually like watch a pretty good basketball game be played out. Every one of these other ones though feels like a bit of a drag. Maybe Magic and 76ers could be something, but my question is, well, what Joel Embiid are you going to get?
That's true.
And-
I just, not to completely get off track, but
Yeah.
I was watching just like a highlight from a Suns versus Spurs game when it was Shaq on the Suns and Tim Duncan on obviously Suns Spurs.
Yeah.
that's not what I'm kind of trying to get to.
Right.
The whole clip was the when who's the Spurs head coach? Popovich.
Yeah, Greg Popovich.
When Greg Popovich just hacked a Shaq on purpose right away, and it's funny. But in the background, on the small little lower third, it's got Spurs 57-20 whatever, 6th seed, and you're like, oh my god, where
Yeah.
did this competitiveness in both conferences go? That a 50+ win team is a 6, 7, 8 seed.
Oh yeah.
Now
yeah.
again, like making the comparison at 10, Golden State is 37-45. So it's really tough. Again, right around 6th seed for the Timberwolves, 49-33. It gets a little bit better, but yeah, it's again gone are those days of competitive regular season basketball. And here we are in the play-in tournament, which. Again, the only thing I got right now in terms of play-in, go Blazers, because if the Blazers win,
I was gonna say,
if they get their 7th seed, or if they get into the 8th seed, then the Bulls get another first-round pick. So go Blazers. Go ahead, Tiago. You got this.
Yeah,
Damian Lillard, let's go.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, and listen, the way I've watched these two teams kind of more so down the line. Blazers do not have a bad squad. They actually could pull this off against the Suns, because outside of Devin Booker, I don't really know what the Suns have that you can be very reliant on. Like there's not a lot really there to feed into with this squad. I mean, maybe some of the younger guys can step up in their way, but they're also banged up like crazy too. Like they are hurting across the board. Like even Devin Booker, I think, is still dealing with an injury. Yeah. So this team might not even be able to deliver, because Booker might find himself out. So Portland, Good on you, Danny Avija, for finding another career. My God, I'm very impressed watching him play. Donovan Klingen's found a role in here. Like they're putting together a group that, yeah, if their coach maybe isn't getting caught up in scandals, could actually be something. But
also seen something too. Jeremiah Grant on this Blazers team. He hasn't played a minute since 2021.
that blows my mind. I didn't even know he was still on the team. You could have told me he was retired.
Great, right there, Bull legend. Right there.
I mean, if the Suns are injured that bad, then I mean the Suns are about to set.
Well done, Adam. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, Warriors Clippers. I'll just say like that. I don't even know. Like, should the Warriors even win that series? Like, win the game? Because like at this point, they need all the help they can get as far as draft picks goes. Because it's pretty clear they're aging out. Draymond Green's now getting reduced. It sounds like to being a bench piece.
He's a podcaster.
Yeah, more than anything, he's like your career is coming to an end. Clearly, Steph can play probably till he's 45, but
he's a golfer.
At this point, yeah, and he's a 3-point specialist at best. Like there's nothing else to his game.
It's a shame that his legacy's kind of
just dwindled down, yeah,
in front of our eyes. A lot of these different players are of the 8 play-in teams now.
Yeah,
are there any that you see going on a Cinderella-esque run, or is this just the right to play the Pistons in the first round and get swept, or the same thing on the West side? Is this just the right to play the Thunder and get swept?
I mean, the West, I will say right off the bat, I don't know if any of these teams can really challenge to that level of what the Thunder bring, just because the Thunder are so deep. The Pistons, because they're so kind of new to this, I know they had experience from last year. I think there's a good chance that if the Hornets can play up to their speed because of how fast and how well they shoot, there's a chance you can challenge on that. And the Magic too. I think the Magic have a squad where I would say Anthony Black has really started to impress and is starting to take a hold as maybe being that third, maybe even almost a second option that they can fall to now in Orlando behind Banchero. So I think both of those teams have the opportunity to, I'm not saying they're going to upset. Like the Pistons team is very, very good, but can you take a game? Can you maybe even take 2 possibly? There's a chance because again, young team, and also Cade Cunningham, last I heard, I think he's not out or anything, but he's dealing with some soreness, some lingering injuries from the season. So is he going to be 100%? Because it's all it takes is but one wrong move. And now it's like, okay, our best player's out. We got to try and survive.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of number 1, number 2 seeds that are who would I least want to be? It would definitely be, Thunder, Spurs, Celtics, and then Pistons.
Yeah,
just because they haven't been here.
Right.
It's a very young Pistons team that again has ran the gauntlet all year in the regular season and has some very impressive games. But again, the experience. They jump from a 6 to a 1 seed. Again, just really, really impressive.
Absolutely.
In that 1 year. But yeah, in terms of like, I wouldn't say as a foregone conclusion of whoever ended up being the 8th seed for the East, I think can steal a game against the Pistons. It wouldn't be almost like a gentleman's sweep. Hell, maybe they take game 1 and they get swept the rest of the way out. And like I said, a true gentleman's sweep.
Absolutely.
And also, this is the first time in basically a couple of decades the Pistons have had this much success, especially being number 1 in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, absolutely.
And haven't been that way. It's obviously since Ben Wallace, Tyshawn Prince,
Chauncey Billups.
It was that 04 group that would be the last one that I can think of where from beginning to end there was straight dominance across the league. And even then, it wasn't even straight dominance.
Fun fact, I think you'll like this one. Ben Wallace, 7 career 3-pointers. 2 more than Ben Simmons.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Oh my God.
I watched a video last night. It came up in my feed. It was called
Ben, don't even think about coming back. Just continue your pro fishing career, bro.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Swim with the fishies.
Let me pull up the video that it was cut. It was a okay.
So
3-pointers, but the shooter gets increasingly more outrageous. 3-pointers, but those shooters get increasingly worse. And that's how I found out that Ben Wallace.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Ben Wallace had more career 3s.
Oh, you don't know how. Thank you.
Boban has more career 3s than those are really outrageous names.
That is insane.
Now, here's the bigger question: does Shaq have more career 3s?
No, he only has 1.
Yeah, he's only taken 1-3
He has
or made 1-3.
He's made one out of like 30 or 40.
Yeah, he's
not very often.
Never really
Different
was.
time.
Yeah,
Different time.
So yeah, so Ben can laud that over his career, I'm sure, if he really wants to. But yeah, look, this is a Pistons team. I like them, but I don't know if at the end of the day we're saying championship for them. That's the only thing. Like, it's still, I still look at like the Celtics, I look at the Knicks, I look at even the Cavaliers. They just feel like teams that still have enough experience on their side that it can overshadow what athleticism and talent the Pistons do have. But I think it just gets outmatched, and coaching too. I think happens as well.
I think it's more very, very much clear on the West side. Like for the Thunder being the 1 seed is a much easier route to the Western Conference Finals.
Yes,
take care of whoever the 8th seed is. Okay, sure, on to the next one. You're in the semis. Then it's Lakers or Rockets. Again, I feel as though the matchups there. As you know, as good as LeBron and everybody else has been. That's all I kind of heard is like all the small stories, and they're still coming together.
And they're banged up too now.
Exactly. So as much as people want to say like, oh, the Lakers can maybe do something, I feel like that's still like 1 to 2 wins at best over the Thunder. So there you go. The Thunder are magically into the finals again.
I think the Rockets might even take it from them. I mean, they're a good enough team.
Yeah,
they have enough talent there too.
Exactly. And then on the flip side, the Spurs. Take care of this, whoever the 7th seed may be.
Yep.
Sure. But then they have to play the Nuggets or the Timberwolves.
That's going to be so much fun.
That is going to be so.
That matchup, Nuggets
3 and 6 is already so exciting. The next one after that is going to be even more exciting.
Yes, because you expect Wembanyama and the Spurs to be able to take care of business, no problem.
Exactly.
Nuggets Wolves should be a marquee matchup to kick it off. Yeah, absolutely. That should be prime time on television, because without a doubt you are getting a perfect matchup between Jokic leading the charge. Anthony Edwards is clearly in his prime, in his mode. Like, these are two guys who are fighting and hunting for a chance to win the championship, because Edwards wants to prove himself and Jokic wants to secure his legacy even more. I honestly, personally, I want to see more Jokic versus Wembanyama, but as far as like what I think is going to be the rivalry, and I mean the rivalry for the West, I want to see Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Just from the way they were interacting at the All-Star game, where it's like, you come at me, I'm coming at you. Like, give me more of that, please.
I mean, it's my Timberwolves bias, but I feel as though like Anthony Edwards is the perfect. He should be the face of the league to a certain extent.
Absolutely.
May not be the most talented. You give that to SGA or Jokic or Wemby, sure.
Sure.
In terms of actually a mouthpiece, and like he talks the talk,
Mhm.
talks a little bit of smack. He's already had that comparison with MJ and whatnot.
Yep.
But you can see where it kind of rubs off, and you have that idea. So I don't hate it if you were going to go the marketing route of like, you know what, screw it, Anthony Edwards is our guy.
No, I mean, there's many guys you can say is the face of the league.
100%.
That's where you just say Wemby is the face of the league. That's great. You could argue that, but I think this is where one of those where you can go, there's a lot of different pieces that you can work with as the face of the league, no doubt. So real quick, while we got a few minutes, Doc Rivers out as the Milwaukee Bucks. So who's picking up who do you think can pick up the?
All right.
Mike Budenholzer again? No, I'm kidding.
Well,
no, I was just kidding on that, but
I trying to think of like doing that. I was trying to do my Doc Rivers, but he just sounds like you just gotta just clear your throat, bud, just one time.
I just love the fact that I was talking with a friend of mine. I'm like, wouldn't it be something if he got fired the year he gets announced to go to the NBA Hall of Fame? And sure enough, like within the next day, he's like, did you see the news? And I went, what? And I check and I'm like, boy, did I speak that into fruition or what? So
I mean, it won't be as bad as Executive of the Year and then getting fired.
God.
And you're still like up there. You're like, oh, thanks for my award.
See you guys. I mean, at least if anything for Doc Rivers, congratulations on the Hall of Fame. But this I think is more proof you never should have fired Adrian Griffin. I think you shouldn't let Giannis control the team.
Yeah. Just in terms of the playoffs again. That Nuggets Timberwolves might be the only first round matchup worth watching.
Yeah.
It'll definitely get a little better come second round. If it's Knicks versus Celtics in the second round for the semis,
Knicks Hawks could be something.
Knicks Hawks in the first round could be good too. I won't put it past it. But I also won't be surprised if that only goes five games.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, obviously NBA playoffs starts tomorrow. Be on the lookout for the play-in games. Obviously, let us know who do you think is going to be able to make it out of the play-in. Who do you think is going to be top of the playoffs? When we get started next, ladies and gentlemen, baseball, getting into the deep of the seasons. We'll be talking about that here on Blow the Whistle on SportsTownChicago.com.
I've been in the radio and broadcasting business a long time, more than 3 decades, and I thought, if I spread my knowledge and shared what I know about the business with a lot of young minds, maybe I could get some of those people involved. And my dad talked to schools, and I thought I could do that too, and I could do it all in one place at Illinois Media School. I've been having a great time. I tell everybody I'm learning as much from the students as they learn from me. I am Eddie Volkman, and I am IMS.
Indeed is the #1 job search user with over 250 million monthly users. Indeed's priority is to help everyone in the job searching process to find a job by uploading 10 new job opportunities every 10 seconds worldwide. With Indeed, you have free access to job searches, resume uploads, and company researches. There are over 10,000 employees at Indeed that pursue to help people find the job they are looking for. They connect with millions of people to new opportunities. Go to Indeed.com and sign up for free and create a resume and let Indeed do the rest to help you on your job search.
Casa Margarita, where every day is a fiesta. Enjoy a margarita flight featuring 5 of their most popular margarita flavors: strawberry, mango, lime, Blue Island, and my favorite, the swirl, mixed with strawberry and lime together. Don't worry if you can't finish all 5. Take them to go. Enjoy Casa Margarita's weekly drink specials featuring $4.95 margaritas on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Margaritas not your thing? Enjoy $4.95 mojitos or $3 bottled beer on Mondays and Wednesdays. Try the juicy chicken quesadillas that will have your mouth watering and enough to share with friends. Visit CasaMargarita.com to find the location nearest you. Casa Margaritas, where every day is a fiesta.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast, easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offers on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you selected, the winner of your Auto Judo fight, receives your contact info, and you're never obligated to buy. So test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you save.
Daddy, when you look at me, I could see your wheels turning. About what am I going to be when I grow up? A major league first baseman? Maybe a point guard for a national champion.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. Far-fetched? Maybe. But did you know the odds of a child being diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166? That's right, 1 in 166. To learn the signs of autism, go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of setting a goal and achieving it. Taking it slow, grasping the club gently, and focusing in on the ball. Lining up the stroke. And in it goes. Treat your kids to some family fun and excitement while teaching them the value of setting a goal and achieving it. Tetherwood Country Golf. It's more than just mini putt.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
I love that song. That's great. Yeah, aren't you? It's awesome. I'm really trying to. Am I even matching the beat at all of the song, or are we just like? I'm just way off. Okay, I'm way off. Okay,
you tried. You tried.
I can't hear anything, so I'm just like, all right. You know, I know there's music playing, so. Well,
Maybe down that guitar, baby.
This one over here, you mean?
You tried, bro. You tried.
Exactly.
It's just brass. It's all just trumpets. And
It's just jazz music.
It's all banjo from here.
Orchestral music. Welcome back, everybody, here to Blow the Whistle. I'm
on the relaxed.
On the relaxed Blow the Whistle. I I am so comfortable. I gotta be honest. I am so happy.
You guys
we
look
did
comfortable.
this.
I know.
I'm so happy with this. Oh man, I'm Andrew Valentin. I'm here with Nick Johnson, Adam Schneider. Just got done talking about the NFL draft again, kind of filling in some more holes there as the draft is coming up. Talked about the NBA playoffs. Mentioned Doc Rivers a little bit in there. Now we move into baseball, folks. Yes, because we are still in the midst of the baseball season. We are just underway at the very beginning, but already there's some news coming out. Just real quick off the cuff. George Springer has been announced as out for the Blue Jays, which is why the move that happened took place, which is Leon Sosa being traded from the White Sox to the Toronto Blue Jays. I almost said Chicago Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know where that almost came from. That was for outfielder Jordan Rich. And
a player to be named in cash consideration.
Yes, the good old cash considerations, baby.
Loves his cash consideration.
He just loves cash.
Ryan
in
likes to
general.
keep the money on the field.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Where on the field? Who knows? But it's somewhere out there. It's like out there in like left field, somewhere underneath Benintendi, I'm sure. Actually, it might be Benintendi.
Yeah.
But a move obviously for you, Nick. I mean, just from there and the White Sox as a whole, from what you've seen from what they're doing.
Yeah. As far as getting rid of Lenin Sosa, it makes sense. Not in love with it because I do like the player. I like his production a little bit here and there. He was just having a tough time this year finding at bats. Considering, I mean, it's no secret the White Sox infield right now, it's pretty plugged up. A ton of young prospects in that regard, and on the flip side, not a ton in the outfield. So this kind of makes sense for this to happen again with Chase Maedroff being there. Obviously Munez can be playing first. Miguel Vargas can kind of play anywhere. Really.
Yeah.
Again, even Cole Montgomery, and then bringing up now another infielder, another guy who can kind of play everywhere now that they were kind of throwing him everywhere in Sam Antonucci.
Yeah.
So very interesting to see how he gets at bats. And like I said, Lenin Sosa was really only he was only going to get at bats if there's a left-handed hitter, because obviously you're going to play Montgomery over him. You're going to play Maedroff over him for those reasons. So he was already, like you said, hitting around low 200s, but not a ton of at bats this year. Last year he did lead the White Sox in RBIs and home runs.
Right.
So that again, not by it would have been middle of the road for about any other team, but he had
Sure,
22
of
and
course.
77 for his numbers. So again, a lot of White Sox fans might overreact, but again, it's just like this is good. This is fine. This is exactly what we kind of need to do. Again, getting more shine and more at bats for our younger stars. And, again, just Lenin was going to be the odd man out unless he did something crazy spectacular to start the year, and he just didn't. So
Right.
It is unfortunate because he is a decent talent, not the best, not the worst. But yeah, exactly that. It's time to move on to the outfield prospects. Yeah, clear a little bit of house.
No, and that's the thing is that as much as he would have been maybe a nice piece to kind of keep around, the amount of young prospects that they have in their farm system clearly means that you can make moves off of guys. They also, as the articles that have been writing about this move noted, White Sox don't have many outfielder prospects. They've been really kind of moving a lot more shortstops and infielders to the outfield to play more of those positions, which is where, again, from what I saw, was like Braden Montgomery is projected to be like, I think it's center field or right field, something like that. Like he's in that range where they want him to be a power bat that can be out there, and he's fast enough. He can play out in center.
Even Luis Angel Acuna, we acquired him this year.
Yeah.
He was an infielder that's being kind of transitioned and slowly becoming the center field. He's only able to play center field because he's so fast.
Exactly. Yeah, he is quick.
And that's why you kind of see, I mean, it was a couple of games ago, like Chase Maedroff basically in center field making catches still because they're still kind of like the infield is helping the outfielders, a couple of them who are still learning the position.
Right.
In Tristan Peters and Luis Angel Acuna still learning the positions. So it's really nice to see that. Like I said, slowly but surely, Luis Angel Acuna will become a bona fide, decent center field. He's made some decent plays.
Yeah.
He made that play yesterday. He had the scout chart in his mouth.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that.
He was either looking at it or like putting it away, and a ball came to him. So either way, he was able to read the scouting report and still make the play, rightfully so. But I'm like I said, I'm liking to see where the young talent is getting put in the right positions. So that's nice to see. And another huge one, literally and figuratively, Noah Schultz, 6'10" Noah Schultz.
Yeah, baby.
Getting the call. He'll be here on Tuesday. He'll be here tomorrow. Again, I've heard because he is so big and so tall that his command was a little bit different because again, he's got such a huge body going forward in his pitching motion. And that was one of the things he was trying to get used to. So as long as he gets obviously, clearly the power is there.
Yes.
Just going to be a matter of his control, I think, at this level as well. So again, as long as he doesn't get any sort of yips or anything like that, I think it should be a nice day to get him started. I'm going to try and see who do they got tomorrow. I believe they should be starting a series with the Rays if they aren't starting one today. So
I believe so.
So I mean, that's a nice way to get it started. Off day today. They'll be starting the series tomorrow against Tampa.
I didn't even realize he was 6'10". I knew he was a big kid,
Big
but
boy.
man, yeah. And local too, may we note. He's a local guy made good, it seems. So everything about him speaks to that level of being a power pitcher that can just his fastball is insanely good. It is, though, his biggest issue was controlling the fastball over the plate. And then his breaking balls, he does tend to have them sit at a certain part of the zone, which can ultimately obviously lead to guys taking them out of the ballpark, which is where he got killed very early on in the minor leagues. But over, what was it, I think they said the last few games he's had, he's been hitting like around a 1.3 ERA or something like that. Like he's had a drastic turnaround since the season started for them in minor leagues, and he has been doing fantastic. And everything I've seen now looks like the fluidity in his motion, the mechanics are coming through more. So there's a lot more easiness to his throws. It's not very janky and very harsh like he was trying to. You're trying to throw 100 miles an hour. Of course, you're going to put a lot more behind it, and that's where you can get yourself hurt. Now he's seeming to ease a little bit more into it.
So 3 games, 2 games started. He's 3-0, a 1.29 ERA in 14 innings pitched. He has 19 strikeouts with a whip of .43.
I'll take that every day. That's ready to go.
It's a nice start so far for
at
the young
22, 23,
22 years old.
22 years old. So that you're counting on him to. I don't know if you're going to call him your ace necessarily, but you're looking at him to
He can slowly become that because right now it looks like Davis Martin, who has been very solid quality starts as of late.
Absolutely.
I think got tagged with the loss last time out, but that's only because he gave up a run. They lost 2-0.
Right.
So, but again, I saw him on Easter, lights out on through 6 against the Blue Jays.
He's got good stuff.
Yeah. So I think with obviously Shane Smith being sent down to AAA, not having Mike Vassell, I think now Davis Martin kind of becomes the number one, your ace, and then Noah Schultz becomes slowly but surely your ace in the hole. But now it's just going to be like a little bit pressure off of you. Just get going. Like you said earlier, he's a city boy. He's from Naperville.
Exactly.
He's from Naperville.
Yeah, it's
that's always the joke when you're
right. Yeah, I mean, and the beautiful thing is that they maybe have, for at least from where I'm sitting at, they look like they have 2 of the best left-handed arms I think in of all the farm systems, because Hagen Smith impressed me a lot in college at Arkansas. He's impressed me a lot so far in his minor league stuff. His fastball, it's I don't know how to describe it exactly. It gets there in a hurry, but like on time, like not too fast. Mm-hmm. Like it's perfectly placed. He's got great control, good location. His breaking ball stuff is incredible. Like everything about him speaks to the level of, if he and Schultz are there, they could be the best 1-2 punch in baseball. At their, like, as 2, I know, yeah, hopefully. And like Hagen Smith, they said he's not done growing yet. So you could be talking about 6'10", 6'4", like size is there, arms are there, the breaking ball stuff's there. It's everything about those 2 for me, says that can be the future for the White Sox as your 1-2 lead up, and then you can kind of progressively find your 3 through 5s in free agency, or even maybe more so through the draft, because there's going to be plenty. I mean, even this year, I'm looking at the draft class coming in, and I know they've got the number 1 pick. They don't need to worry about pitcher. Although Jackson Flora is good, I will say. UC Santa Barbara's boy can throw, but you're not passing on a dude that's named Cholowowski. Come on. Especially after the year he's having. He's leading UCLA to another fantastic season. So, and that's the thing, is like, you've got that option, and people, I don't know how true this is because it's baseball again, but everyone's saying like dude might be ready within maybe less than a year, which I don't know. Tell me, like, I don't know how much you've seen of him, but that's crazy to say. Yeah.
I mean, having the crazy numbers that he already has been having, that's really nice. I don't want to throw the idea up of like, yeah, you know what, let him play a couple double A ball games and then he's just throwing minors now. I think he should just go the route of it, slowly develop. He's gonna get older and bigger and stronger. So let naturally it just happen, instead of like send him up too early, then he gets in his own head, and he gets the yips, and you got to send him back down. Then you maybe have to send him back up, and you just don't know. And then you run out of options, and you got to trade him.
Right? Yeah. Then your number one pick is. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing, is that looking, his body of work definitely says like, I think he's more MLB ready than that. Yeah. It could speed up the process more than anything. But I agree with you. Kind of sit and let him wait, because again, if Brandon Montgomery is everything he's supposed to be, if Colson Montgomery continues to grow the way he is, and this kid exactly is who he says he is, and that's who they take at number 1, that is a great 1, 2, 3 somewhere in that lineup. I'm guessing probably like a 3, 4, and 5 potentially for your future. That's a nice like home run. Like, again, that's a kind of good setup.
Very glad that it's a clear cut person at number 1 for the White Sox, and not it's like, we're taking him. Everyone else would be taking him. Let's not mess this up. We're taking Cholowowski, as opposed to like the couple of years it was like, oh, maybe this guy, maybe this guy, maybe this
right.
Guy. It's just a clear cut. It's Cholowowski and everybody else, and then the number 2 guy.
Yeah,
so I like that.
Again, I mean, there's arguments I think you can make for the other players there, but one of them's a high school kid, and you're kind of banking on the long run. Now, I'm not against high school guys. I'm just saying you're banking on the long run on that. And the rest of them are kind of college guys that are producing okay. Yeah. But this guy's clearing above, like, all right, feels like a can't miss prospect. And you don't pass on can't miss.
Yeah.
After I just said all that stuff about Jeremiah Love, too. Just keep that in mind, I guess.
So, as much as I would love to keep talking White Sox, I'll transition over the Cubs because
give them some love.
7-8 right now.
Yep.
Coming off of almost got swept by the Pirates. You lost 2 out of 3 against the Guardians.
Yep.
1, 2 out of 3 against the Rays. So kind of water kind of find its balance. But here's their next 4 opponents.
Okay.
Philly for 3 at Philly. You got 3 in Chicago against the Mets, followed by 4 in Chicago against the Phillies again. And you're flying back out to LA to face the Dodgers for 3, and then April ends with facing San Diego. So this was
brutal.
What was supposed to be a nice, decent start. Get your footing, if not already have 10+ wins by now.
Yeah,
because you played the Nationals, the Angels, the Guardians, the Rays, and the Pirates.
Yeah,
all of which were battles and struggles because this offense just is not going. You have a team ERA right around, I think, like 2. Right now, they're the top 5 in team ERA.
Oh, they're fantastic. Their pitching has been on
great.
point.
Even Shota had 6 innings of scoreless ball. 5 pitches later, boom, they're losing 2-0.
Yeah.
And they end up losing to the Pirates. So it's just this right now of like, they could have got it right, could have gave themselves a really good foundation to get going, but now they're already kind of in it. And I mean, the Phillies are starting to find their footing. They start off a little slow. The Mets right now, of course, they don't have Juan Soto, but they're still trying to be competitive. Like,
they can fight, and the Dodgers
again,
are on there.
On paper, this does not. I don't feel good if I'm a Cubs fan.
If you're the Cubs right now, you're possibly looking at a very bad April from here on in, which could end up meaning that council may have to say, all right, we may need to reconfigure the order. We may need to talk about maybe bringing some guys up to try and change things around. Like this, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's just the beginning of the season. But if you're a Cubs fan and you were hoping that all these moves you made in the offseason were going to be the big transition and everything, and your pitching has been more on point, this does not look good right now with how it started. And now you're getting into more of the meat of the schedule. I don't know if they get out of there with what, maybe they come out of there with like 15, 16 wins at the end of the April. Yeah. Maybe. And it's hard because, like you said, the offense, the bats have just gone quiet. You paid all this money to top guys and they're not hitting their weight right now. They're not. Your guy, Pete Crow Armstrong, is trying to do everything he can, but he can't do it alone. So it's a tough one for the Cubs for sure.
16 games were of 16 of those, all those matchups I just made mention to. If you go 8-8, I feel like it's definitely a win. If you're able to get out of there at 500, you're still going to be a game below 500 in terms of your record, because right now you're sitting at 7-8. But even then, I mean, like that's still going to be pretty decent for not having any of these guys hitting right now.
Absolutely.
Business a long time, more than 3 decades, and I thought, if I spread my knowledge and shared what I know about the business with a lot of young minds, maybe I could get some of those people involved. And my dad talked to schools, and I thought I could do that too, and I could do it all in one place at Illinois Media School. I've been having a great time. I tell everybody I'm learning as much from the students as they learn from me. I am Eddie Volkman, and I am IMS.
Indeed is the #1 job search user with over 250 million monthly users. Indeed's priority is to help everyone in the job searching process to find a job by uploading 10 new job opportunities every 10 seconds worldwide. With Indeed, you have free access to job searches, resume uploads, and company researches. There are over 10,000 employees at Indeed that pursue to help people find the job they are looking for. They connect with millions of people to new opportunities. Go to Indeed.com and sign up for free and create a resume, and let Indeed do the rest to help you on your job search.
Casa Margarita, where every day is a fiesta. Enjoy a margarita flight featuring 5 of their most popular margarita flavors: strawberry, mango, lime, Blue Island, and my favorite, this world, mixed with strawberry and lime together. Don't worry if you can't finish all 5. Take them to go. Enjoy Casa Margarita's weekly drink specials featuring $4.95 margaritas on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Margaritas not your thing? Enjoy $4.95 mojitos or $3 bottled beer on Mondays and Wednesdays. Try the juicy chicken quesadillas that will have your mouth watering and enough to share with friends. Visit CasaMargarita.com to find the location nearest you. Casa Margaritas, where every day is a fiesta.
When car dealers fight for your business, you win. AutoJudo.com makes car buying fun by letting dealers compete for your business live. Real-time Auto Judo fights are the fast, easy new way to get multiple dealers' best offers on any car you want. It's free and anonymous. Only the dealer you selected, the winner of your Auto Judo fight, receives your contact info, and you're never obligated to buy. So test drive your best deals now at AutoJudo.com. Dealers fight, you save.
Daddy, when you look at me, I could see your wheels turning. About what am I going to be when I grow up? A major league first baseman? Maybe a point guard for a national champion.
The odds of a child becoming a professional athlete are 1 in 16,000. Far-fetched? Maybe. But did you know the odds of a child being diagnosed with autism are 1 in 166? That's right, 1 in 166. To learn the signs of autism, go to autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Did you hear that? That's the sound of setting a goal and achieving it. Taking it slow, grasping the club gently and focusing in on the ball. Lining up the stroke. And in it goes. Treat your kids to some family fun and excitement while teaching them the value of setting a goal and achieving it. Tetherwood Country Golf. It's more than just mini putt.
Go to Lux Barbershop for the best barbers and stylists in Plainfield, Illinois. I go there when I have an important event, date, or I just want to look good. The straight razor shave will have you looking fresh and smooth. Lux Barbershop is open 7 days a week. Go to Lux Barbershop for the finest barbers, stylists, braiders, and massage therapists in the southern suburbs. Check out all their daily deals on Facebook, Instagram, and luxbarbershop.com.
Blow the whistle.
Going off the rails.
Another train!
That's right, folks. It's time, and we're going off the rails. And yeah, I know exactly what that music sounds like. So, exactly.
So, what has the train derailed this time?
Where are we stopping?
Well, I mean,
fancy.
not
Talk
yet.
a little Masters.
I was gonna say.
I went and saw the new Mario Brothers movie.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it was out. Yeah.
It was fun.
I'll ask you about that because Masters we'll get into maybe more at the end of things. So
I mean,
put more on the rails then. This was Mario Galaxy,
Mario,
correct?
yeah, Super
Okay.
Mario Brothers Galaxy.
Okay.
So this is the story. You meet Rosalina.
Rosalina.
who is,
Rosalina.
You find out a little bit later on down the line. It's not a huge spoiler, but I'm sure already, the true fans already know. Sisters of Princess Peach.
Yes.
They're split
I don't know
apart.
why I know that.
Yeah, they're split apart early on in the first movie, but you don't see that. You only see that you see that Princess Peach comes out of the pipe and whatnot.
Mhm.
Long story short, it's Baby Bowser, because obviously Big Bowser is already in captivity.
Correct.
Is now the main what would it be, antagonist?
Yeah, antagonist, villain. Yeah.
Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. is now the main one in this one. So comes around, steals Rosalina. All the stars are like, oh no! So they somehow find Princess Peach, and then Princess Peach has to go save him. With of course, chaos ensuing in between.
Okay.
Again, I liked all the small stuff. I like the small little Easter eggs and fun stuff like that. You guys remember? It's called Rob, the robot, the old Nintendo robot.
Yes.
So they make it.
Yes.
So he's almost like the sloth joke in Zootopia.
Okay.
He's the information directory person. So turning slowly, just like how the actual machine was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, pointing where they're supposed. You get that a couple.
He was in Mario Kart DS.
Yeah. Exactly.
One of those characters you just didn't expect to be in the game.
Didn't expect this character to be in there. Hopefully, it's not a spoiler for you guys. It's not a huge thing. Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a small little cameo in there.
Wow.
Luigi draws him and he goes, I'm not the good at drawing. So cool.
Okay. I like that. Wow,
So-
that's a reference.
Yeah, I really like that one.
One of the
And
oldest,
then,
one of the oldest games.
Jeez, man, that's a throwback.
And then, my favorite part, again, it's just a small little thing. One of those lines in the movie that's clearly for the adults. At a certain point, Mario and Luigi get turned into babies. They get turned back.
Oh, right,
And then,
okay.
as soon as it changes back, Luigi's like, "Oh, I like being a baby. All the scary thoughts went away." So me and my
That's
buddies have been
good.
saying that the past couple days.
I like that.
So it's just stuff like that. It's a cute little story. I'm sure anyone, the movie people with a podcast are going to overanalyze it
Right.
and say, "Oh no, this is again teaching the kids about I don't know. I can already trying to think of like how Steven Crowder might be yelling at this.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, a strong female lead, yada yada. Don't need no man
Yeah,
type deal. But
yeah.
even they're still teasing like Mario and Peach.
Meanwhile,
like each other.
there's two children who are, two babies who are like in the midst of danger. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
okay,
No,
come on.
Let's just put a baby in a corner and let it be in danger.
Yeah, you can't expect a movie like this to go and win an Oscar. Sorry, it's not gonna happen.
Well,
but
Donald Glover thinks he's going to get one for his Yoshi performance, which I wouldn't put it past him.
no, he's a
He's at least
fantastic
gonna get a
actor.
nod. He's gonna at
Yeah,
least
of
get a nod
course.
for it.
I mean, come on, it takes a lot to say Yoshi.
Yum.
But again, so I thought it was fine. It's worth going to see it if you haven't already
Okay.
done already, or if you just want to wait till it's on streaming. It's fun. It's cute. It's 90 minutes. It's one of those quick ones.
See, I like that. It's not necessarily a movie I would first jump to, but I'm
No.
more than willing to go see it as long as it's not like a 2-hour trek.
No, exactly.
Like that's always the thing that will get me. Like I'm like, all right, I'm over
Fun
this.
animated visuals. Again, it's if you're like I'll put it this way: if you're a true hardcore Nintendo fan, I don't think you should be offended in any sort of way. They don't they don't do anything that's not like in the game. If anything, they do more video game stuff this go around than the last one.
Okay.
I feel I could be wrong.
Watch the next Mario movie. Be like, so was it Super Mario Brothers Brawl?
Wonder there to
You
be
know
some
what?
sort of
That would be cool.
They have
Mortal Kombat, Mario,
no, just straight
like,
Super Smash Brothers. the
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Super Smash Brothers. That would be cool.
You know,
I feel like that would be the route to go.
And then you
do
get a bunch of
Jumanji
characters
version of
from
Mario Party. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart Fast and Furious. That would be
Fast and
I mean,
Furious.
if you told me Mario comes out and he's like, it's all about the family, like I would totally like. I'm talking
So
like
long,
you just
brother.
sink into it, like you know what you're making fun
Mario
of.
Party, the movie.
Yeah.
Bowser, abducts everybody again. You're like,
Make
oh no,
one-
you gotta play all these mini games
Yeah.
to get out of here.
Let Vin Diesel be one of the voices of the characters. Come on, like you have open opportunity to do some fantastic stuff there.
Yeah,
and I think they like they clearly understand like what these movies are. It's nostalgia. It's also for a younger audience. They're blending and blurring the line, I think, perfectly. Where it's like they're like, look, we're doing this just so you can enjoy it, and yeah, you're making money, but they know people are going to go see it. They know people are going to enjoy it, so that's good. You know what? I wasn't sure if I'm going to go and check it out. Maybe I will now.
I think it is worth it.
Okay.
I will say this kind of before we start moving on to other stuff. With the Mario movie, I like that they brought in the first one. They brought back the Mario. It's like we're the Mario Brothers. That man, you talking about new Super Mario Brothers Super Show? Jeez, that was
a good one.
Yeah,
that was good.
And then even like I think that they took besides taking that one shot, I feel like they took another like shot at themselves, like with the Rob Nintendo thing.
Mhm.
There was another one that they did, but I thought I was like, oh, that's fine. Again, in terms of they're going to do a third one, like who the next villain should be, me and my buddies just hanging out talking too much, but maybe like Wario and Waluigi finally.
That feels like the next step. Like those are the like everybody has been asking for them since the first movie. Like, will we get a cameo of them? Like at this point, it's like almost ramped up to the point where like, what was it? Charlie Day, right? Who does the voice? He was like, I'd love to see Danny DeVito be Wario. Like, yeah, I would too, honestly.
That'd be fantastic.
Absolutely. I'd be down for that.
Again, not to give it away, it's just like, they went from Bowser in the first one to Bowser Jr. Now at the very end, Bowser and Bowser Jr. are going to be put on the shelf. They should be. So
At least
it
for the
only
time
logically
being.
makes sense to go Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah, and like we've already kind of noted, because of how expansive the Mario universe is, there's all kinds of different things you can do for it. From Mario Kart, Mario Party, Smash Bros. You can even go Luigi's Mansion. I know they've been talking about doing a movie on that for a while now. So it's like now's the time where it's like we're hitting a peak. Let's capitalize while we got a chance.
You know what they could do? Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
You know what? At this point, they are the two most successful video game movie franchises going at this point in time, because I'm anticipating
They
the
would just
Sonic
need
4
to
movie.
Agree upon what animation they're going.
Right.
And if-
I mean, that'd be.
Sonic. I mean, again, honestly, like seeing Fox in there, like Fox McCloud.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I forgot he was in the movie.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing all those different, like I said, all those different characters.
Captain Falco.
Well, and that's the thing too is
Barrel Roll was in it. Like I said,
Yeah.
they played the hits.
he's gonna get his own movie now too.
Falcon,
they're
not
talking-
Falco.
Like there's so much that Nintendo, and I'm glad to see that they're like, all right, games wise, we'll keep doing our thing, but like we know we now can start selling more of this nostalgia, and they're doing it, I think, in a smart way too. So it's good to see. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed what you watched, because I watched the new season of Euphoria.
Oh, I've heard that was a train wreck.
Yeah. Oh man. If you're a fan of it, I don't know how many of our listeners are fans of Euphoria. I got into it because I'm always intrigued at that like I'm so hot lifestyle. Like it's the drama behind it and stuff.
that coming of age.
Yeah.
High schoolers.
I get behind that.
28-year-olds that are playing high schoolers.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to our the man Fez, who are no longer with us. Unfortunately, he was, I think, the best character in the show. The actor passed away, so he's not in it. But he was like the drug dealer that was always like an insightful like part of the show. Like there was a wholesomeness with him. So that this show though completely, I feel like they really were like, we're gonna go for it, and they went for it, and they missed the target by like a good mile. Like anything about like, oh, we're trying to progress the story of where everyone was at from high school. It's like, yeah, but you like I don't want to give too much away for anybody that's listening and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's fine. You're not missing much, honestly, because again, it's easy. I call it like trash TV, like to just watch and turn your brain off. You don't really have to process too much on it, but like whatever they were trying to do, it didn't resonate for me. It didn't feel like they built anything up more for the characters, and I was just like, by the end of it, I was just like, I don't know if I care to keep watching anymore. And that's where I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm the only one, but when I checked online, there was a lot of people that were like, this doesn't make me want to keep following the rest of the.
Usually IGN's pretty, they're pretty lax. They're very generous with their ratings. Like, this was less than a 5.
Yeah.
They were not fans of it. And it also kind of is funny that you say that, this is all coming out at one time. Zendaya.
Yeah, Zendaya.
She went ahead and said in some, I don't even remember. It was on just some off thing, just getting a report from her. Said that she wanted to like kind of be out of the spotlight because that idea of like, if I'm there too often, people get annoyed of me. Maybe she just like saw the whole season. She's like, you know what? This probably isn't going to do well. Maybe just maybe I should lay low. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna say like, oh no, it's just me taking some time so you guys don't get annoyed by me.
Yeah.
such a big thing by you, Zendaya.
Right. Yeah,
she just like I said, she got to see the whole season before. She's like, oh, that looks like a pile of dog crap. Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Especially when you're marrying maybe one of the hottest young actors as well too. Yeah, Mr. Spider-Man himself.
Spooderman.
Yeah, it's like I said, it is very central focused on her character at the very beginning of this thing. Like you get a little bit of insight on everybody else, but it's more so like about her. And I'm sorry, like her character's name's Rue, and she's a former addict who's trying to get her life together through the first 2 seasons. This one, they just decide to go like, we're gonna just pump it up to like 1,000, and it's like, you didn't need to do any of this because this kind of just takes me out of the reality of what this world, which is supposed to be regular life, of course, but this world that you're building, it draws me out. So any chance of me watching, I'm really hoping they can do better.
Yeah, just thinking about this now. Zendaya, for somehow if you stumble upon this and see this, you will never be you're probably not going to be the most annoying person in the public eye because Kevin Hart still exists and Shaq still exists and both the Kelsey brothers still exist.
That's true.
So you'll be fine in terms of like, who's hogging the spotlight, who do I constantly see?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that too. So until you start selling like computer ink, like Shaq or a talcum powder, like you're probably fine.
and as long as you don't go the path of Gwyneth Paltrow with her goop line,
just straight up illegal.
Vampire sunblock, like what are we talking about? Excuse me, lady, do you need to talk to a doctor? Have you and Jaden Ivey been in the same room? My God.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
If you ever have a chance, I highly recommend. I don't care if you are a guy or whatever. Check out her beauty line and see just some of the products that she's decided to put out there.
Speaking of Zendaya, have you guys seen anything for was it Brand New Day for Spider-Man?
No.
I watched a little bit of like the new
the trailer.
Trailer. I like the way I think if they're going the direction I think they're going with. I know a little of the comics on it. It seems like they're going Man Spider with it, I know that was crazy. That sounds. It's basically like Peter Parker turns into like the spider becomes the top of him, and he turns into like it's like a werewolf version for Spider-Man, if you will. Gotcha. And Punisher is basically like hunting him down. That's the whole comic of it.
It just sounds like when you say Man Spider, so Spider-Man, it's just like the guy in like every cartoon makes fun of like, oh man, I got to think of something really good. Man Spider,
right?
Man Super, Man Bat,
Man Bat. Hey, that's an actual character in Batman.
Man Aqua. We're getting warmer, I swear.
We're getting so close.
None of these have been done.
It looks good, I will say.
I'm interested to see what it looks like too.
I'm just very glad John Bernthal has committed to saying I'm gonna stay the Punisher as long as they want me in the MCU because he is the Punisher for me. Like that.
Oh yeah, he's the Punisher.
Who he is. I just finally finished the first season of the Daredevils, so Born Again, and killed it for me there. So I can't wait.
Also, Avengers Doomsday is looking to be interesting as well.
It's
going to be a lot.
I'm kind of out. I think I said this last time. I'm just out on.
I think I'm gonna wait for that one. Like I'll watch it on streaming, see how it does, and then because that's what I did with like Fantastic Four and them, and I was like, they're good movies. Yeah. But before I decide to say I'm gonna buy back into this universe, I'm gonna wait because I'm not giving them any more of my money after what I had to just slug through beforehand.
Oh, the multiverse crap.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to go through that again.
The one I saw really quick before we get out of here is shout out to Roy McIlroy winning 2 Masters before.
Yeah.
Again, getting back to the Jets, getting 2 Masters before the Jets got an interception. So amazing.
We got
amazing work right there.
Rory got 2 Masters before we got GTA 6. That says something.
Too, yeah.
So,
was there anything from Masters? Again, I watched a little bit here and there. Was there anything like wow, outstanding performance, or was there one play, one hole that really did it?
Back to back is amazing. I will say, back to back is super hard.
Justin Rose and Sam Burns, I will give them props.
Okay.
They did a great job, and Scotty Scheffler storming back the way he did, I will give him props too. This was a very good Masters, I have to say. Guys stepped up, and their young prospects showed their self. So, but folks, that's going to do it for us here on Blow the Whistle. Stay positive, be positive. Positive things will happen to you. I'm Andrew Pepe Valentin.
No gimmicks, Dick Johnston.
Adam the Glitch Schneider.
We'll see you guys next time on Blow the Whistle here on Sports Town Chicago.
Hopefully from the couch.
Yep.